Imagine this. You're over 60, you walk into the kitchen, reach for a jar on the top shelf, and suddenly your arm trembles, your grip weakens, and you realize something terrifying. Your muscles are disappearing faster than you ever thought possible. Doctors have a name for this silent thief: sarcopenia. It is the age-related loss of muscle mass and strength, and it's not just about looking frail. Sarcopenia is directly linked to falls, broken hips, long hospital stays, and even early death. According to the National Institute on Aging, up to 1 in 3 seniors over 65 is already battling this condition, often without knowing it. The most shocking part? It starts quietly in your 40s and accelerates every single year after 60 if you don't fight back. You may have been told to just eat more protein, maybe even load up on sardines or canned tuna. But here's the truth. Not all protein is created equal. Some foods don't just feed your muscles. They switch on powerful molecular pathways that tell your body to grow stronger, even at an older age. And that's why today, I'm going to reveal a specific food that does exactly that. It builds muscle like a natural supplement. It protects against the deadly spiral of sarcopenia. And it might already be sitting in your kitchen, though you probably overlooked it. Think about it. You want to keep lifting your grandchildren, carrying groceries, or simply climbing stairs without fear. You don't want to depend on others, or worse, lose your independence. The key is not endless gym workouts or expensive powders. The key is this overlooked food, and when you eat it the right way, at the right time, your muscles respond dramatically. Researchers from Harvard and Tokyo have even shown that the compounds inside can turn on satellite cells in your muscles, the very same cells that repair and grow fibers after exercise. That means it doesn't just feed your muscles, it literally tells your body, build, strengthen, protect. And here's the catch that nobody tells you. If you're over 60 and you ignore sarcopenia, your risk of a serious fall doubles. Your risk of losing independence skyrockets. But if you act now, with this food on your plate, you can reverse years of silent muscle loss. Yes, you can actually kill sarcopenia before it kills your independence. So, what is this food? In just a moment, I'll reveal it. But before we dive in, remember this: muscle is not just about vanity. For seniors, muscle is medicine. It's your insurance policy against frailty, hospitals, and wheelchairs. And the food I'm about to share with you could be the cheapest, simplest way to reclaim that strength. Number 6. Eggs. When most people think of protein, they immediately think of meat or fish. But for seniors battling sarcopenia, one of the most underrated powerhouses is sitting quietly in the fridge: the humble egg. For decades, eggs were demonized for their cholesterol, and many older adults were told to limit them. But modern science has turned that myth upside down. We now know that the cholesterol in eggs has little to no impact on blood cholesterol for most people. Instead, eggs deliver something much more important for aging muscles: leucine. Leucine is a branched-chain amino acid that directly triggers muscle protein synthesis, the actual process by which your body repairs and builds muscle fibers. Think of leucine as the ignition key that starts the engine. Without enough leucine, even if you eat plenty of protein, your muscles won't get the full message to grow. One single large egg contains about half a gram of leucine, and when paired with other protein sources, it becomes a muscle-building catalyst. But the benefits don't stop there. Eggs also contain vitamin D, a nutrient that becomes dangerously low in many seniors. Low vitamin D has been linked not only to weaker bones, but also to weaker muscles. In fact, research from the University of Birmingham showed that seniors with adequate vitamin D and protein intake had a 40% lower risk of falls compared to those deficient in both. Imagine that. Something as simple as adding an egg to your breakfast could mean the difference between steady legs and a devastating hip fracture. Of course, the way you eat eggs matters. Frying them in butter or bacon grease cancels out many of the benefits, especially for heart health. But soft-boiled, poached, or scrambled with vegetables, that's a nutrient-dense powerhouse meal. Pairing eggs with spinach, mushrooms, or even a slice of whole-grain toast adds fiber, antioxidants, and a slower release of energy that keeps blood sugar stable. And let's not forget accessibility. Eggs are inexpensive, widely available, and easy to prepare, making them the perfect anti-sarcopenia food for seniors living on a budget. Unlike powders or supplements, eggs provide a complete protein in its most natural form. Number 5. Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt may not look like much compared to steaks or protein powders. But for seniors, it's one of the smartest weapons against sarcopenia. Unlike regular yogurt, Greek yogurt is strained, which makes it far higher in protein and lower in sugar. A single cup can pack 15 to 20 grams of protein, and what makes it stand out is its casein content. Casein is a slow-digesting protein that feeds muscles steadily for hours, making it perfect for older adults who often go long stretches between meals. Studies from the Journal of Nutrition have shown that consuming casein before bed stimulates overnight muscle protein synthesis, which is critical for seniors who lose muscle faster during periods of fasting or inactivity. Like while sleeping, Greek yogurt also brings something extra to the table: probiotics. As people age, gut health becomes more fragile, and poor digestion means poor nutrient absorption. If you're eating protein but your gut can't absorb it efficiently, your muscles won't see the benefits. Probiotics in Greek yogurt restore healthy gut bacteria, improving protein utilization and reducing inflammation. This is crucial because chronic low-grade inflammation is one of the hidden accelerators of muscle loss in seniors. There's another overlooked advantage: calcium. Seniors often focus only on bones when they think about calcium, but calcium also plays a direct role in muscle contraction. Without enough calcium, your muscles simply cannot contract and relax properly. That means strength declines, balance suffers, and falls become more likely. Greek yogurt gives you both the protein and the calcium in one affordable, easy-to-eat food. And here's something most people miss: timing. If you eat Greek yogurt as an evening snack, it provides that slow-release protein overnight, while your body is repairing muscle tissue. Pair it with a handful of berries or walnuts, and you've got antioxidants and omega-3s working alongside the protein. That combination doesn't just build muscle. It also protects the cells from oxidative stress, another driver of aging. Accessibility matters, too. Greek yogurt requires no cooking skills, no complicated recipes. Seniors living alone can simply open a container, add fruit or honey, and they have a muscle-protective meal in minutes. For those dealing with chewing difficulties or loss of appetite, the creamy texture makes it easy to consume without effort. It's not flashy, but it's reliable, and in the battle against sarcopenia, consistency beats flash every time. Number 4. Lentils. Lentils may not look like a miracle food, but for seniors fighting sarcopenia, they are one of the most underrated muscle-protecting staples. Unlike flashy supplements or pricey superfoods, lentils are ancient, humble, and quietly powerful. Packed with plant-based protein, one cooked cup of lentils contains about 18 grams of protein. And here's the part most people overlook: they also deliver a strong dose of iron, magnesium, and folate, all of which play hidden roles in muscle preservation. Iron supports oxygen delivery to muscles. Magnesium helps muscles contract and relax efficiently, and folate keeps red blood cells healthy, ensuring energy levels remain high enough for activity. Without these minerals, even the best protein source won't reach its full muscle-building potential. For seniors, lentils also offer a special advantage. They are rich in resistant starch and soluble fiber. This means they digest slowly, stabilizing blood sugar and preventing insulin spikes that accelerate muscle breakdown. Research from the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition shows that seniors with stable blood sugar levels preserve more muscle mass than those who experience frequent glucose swings. Why? Because insulin resistance, which becomes common after 60, weakens the body's ability to build and maintain muscle. Lentils, by flattening those spikes, give your muscles a fighting chance to grow instead of wasting away. But here's where lentils really shine. They are loaded with polyphenol, plant compounds with antioxidant power. Chronic inflammation is one of the silent drivers of sarcopenia. Every time inflammation rises, muscle protein synthesis slows down. Over time, this creates a downward spiral. Weaker muscles mean less movement. Less movement means more inflammation, and more inflammation accelerates muscle loss. Lentils help break that cycle by calming inflammation at the cellular level. Studies in older adults have linked higher intake of legumes, including lentils, to stronger grip strength and better walking speed, two of the clearest indicators of independence. Some might argue that plant protein is inferior to animal protein, but that's outdated thinking. While lentils are low in one amino acid, methionine, when combined with whole grains like rice or quinoa, they create a complete protein. That's why in traditional diets, lentils and rice appear together for generations. Nature's balance in action. For seniors, this means a simple, affordable meal like lentil soup with brown rice can rival the muscle benefits of chicken or fish. That let's not ignore the economic and practical side. Seniors living on fixed incomes often can't afford daily salmon or expensive protein powders. Lentils cost pennies per serving, store for months without spoiling, and cook quickly. They're accessible, versatile, and forgiving. From soups and stews to salads and purees, they fit into nearly any cultural diet. And unlike some high-protein foods, they don't burden the kidneys with excess saturated fat or cholesterol. That makes them especially suitable for seniors managing both muscle loss and heart health at the same time. Finally, lentils support not just the body, but also the gut microbiome. Their fiber feeds beneficial bacteria that, in turn, produce short-chain fatty acids, compounds now shown to directly support muscle metabolism. This gut-muscle connection is one of the hottest areas of research today, and lentils sit at the center of it. In other words, eating lentils doesn't just fuel your muscles. It sets off a chain reaction in your gut that keeps your entire system in balance. Number 3. Chicken breast. When most seniors think about protein, chicken breast is often the first thing that comes to mind, and for good reason. It's lean, widely available, and pound for pound one of the richest natural sources of high-quality protein. A single cooked chicken breast can deliver over 25 grams of complete protein, and what makes it special is its amino acid profile. Unlike plant proteins that sometimes miss key building blocks, chicken breast has the perfect ratio of essential amino acids your muscles need to repair and grow. That means every bite directly supports muscle tissue, which is critical for seniors where even a small daily deficit in protein can accelerate sarcopenia. But it's not just the raw protein number that makes chicken breast powerful. Chicken is particularly rich in leucine, isoleucine, and valine, the three branched-chain amino acids that trigger muscle protein synthesis. These are the very same amino acids that sports nutrition companies put in expensive powders and capsules. Yet here they are in a simple, affordable piece of chicken. Research from Maastricht University in the Netherlands confirmed that older adults who consumed higher amounts of leucine-rich protein sources like chicken had significantly greater muscle mass retention compared to those relying mostly on lower quality proteins. Another overlooked detail. Chicken breast is low in fat, particularly saturated fat, which makes it much easier for seniors to eat large enough amounts of protein without overloading the cardiovascular system. Many seniors worry about balancing heart health with muscle health, and chicken breast strikes that balance beautifully. By providing dense protein without excess calories, it allows you to maintain a healthy weight while still building muscle. This is vital because sarcopenia often comes hand in hand with weight gain around the midsection. Too much fat and too little muscle is a dangerous combination that raises risks for diabetes, heart disease, and mobility issues. Preparation is everything. If you bake or grill chicken breast with minimal oil, you get a pure, nutrient-dense meal. But deep frying it, breading it, or smothering it in heavy sauces strips away much of the benefit. Seniors often underestimate how sensitive their digestion becomes after 60. Keeping meals simple, lightly seasoned, and paired with vegetables ensures that nutrients are absorbed efficiently without causing bloating, acid reflux, or discomfort. And when you combine chicken breast with vitamin C-rich vegetables like broccoli or peppers, you enhance iron absorption from the meat, creating a synergy that boosts oxygen delivery to the muscles. Chicken also has a psychological advantage. It's familiar. Unlike exotic superfoods or supplements that feel like a chore, chicken breast has been a staple in kitchens for generations. Seniors are far more likely to consistently eat foods they recognize and enjoy. Consistency is everything in fighting sarcopenia. One great meal a week won't matter if the rest of the diet is lacking. Having chicken breast 2 or 3 times a week can set a reliable foundation of muscle-supporting protein that builds strength meal after meal. And we can't ignore the independence factor. Sarcopenia robs people of the ability to live on their own. Cooking chicken breast is simple enough that even seniors living alone can prepare it without much hassle. A tray baked in the oven can last for several meals, keeping nutrition steady without daily effort, compared to relying on restaurants or processed frozen meals. This simple step can be the difference between slow muscle loss and steady muscle gain. For decades, the image of a healthy plate has been meat and vegetables. That's not wrong, but now we know exactly why this combination works, especially in older age. Chicken breast supplies the muscle fuel, vegetables supply antioxidants and micronutrients, and together they form a barrier against sarcopenia's steady creep. Seniors who make chicken breast a reliable part of their weekly routine aren't just eating dinner. They are actively extending their independence and mobility for years to come. Number 2. Salmon. If chicken breast is the reliable foundation, salmon is the luxury upgrade your muscles desperately need after 60. Unlike many protein sources, salmon doesn't just provide the building blocks for muscle. It also delivers the anti-inflammatory compounds that keep muscles working and joints moving. One serving of wild-caught salmon offers about 22 grams of high-quality protein. But what truly sets it apart are the omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA. These aren't just good fats for the heart. They're powerful protectors of muscle tissue. Research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors supplementing with omega-3s built 30% more muscle in response to resistance exercise compared to those without omega-3 intake. Think about that. The same exercise produced far better results simply because their diet contained salmon's fatty acids. Why does this happen? Because omega-3s reduce chronic, low-grade inflammation that quietly sabotages muscle growth in older adults. After 60, most people experience something called anabolic resistance, meaning their muscles don't respond to protein as effectively as they once did. Omega-3s act like oil on rusty gears. They make muscle cells more sensitive to protein, improving the way your body turns food into strength. Without omega-3s, even a protein-rich diet can fall short. Salmon also delivers vitamin D and selenium, both of which protect against sarcopenia in unique ways. Vitamin D supports balance and muscle contraction, reducing the risk of falls, while selenium functions as an antioxidant to protect muscle cells from oxidative stress. Together, they help maintain coordination and endurance, two things many seniors notice slipping away long before they expect it. But salmon's story goes deeper. Beyond muscles, it supports the joints that allow those muscles to function. Seniors often experience arthritis alongside sarcopenia, and inflamed joints make it painful to stay active. Without activity, muscle loss accelerates. Salmon breaks this vicious cycle by easing joint inflammation, allowing seniors to move, exercise, and maintain strength. That's why in Mediterranean regions, where fish consumption is higher, seniors not only live longer, but also maintain independence longer. It's not just lifespan, it's health span. Cooking salmon correctly matters. Baking, grilling, or poaching preserves its delicate fats, while deep frying or overcooking destroys much of the benefit. Pairing salmon with green vegetables like asparagus or kale adds extra antioxidants that amplify its anti-inflammatory powers. And for seniors worried about mercury, salmon, especially wild Alaskan salmon, is among the safest fish choices, with low toxin levels compared to tuna or swordfish. There's also an emotional connection. Unlike plain chicken or lentils, salmon feels special. Serving it can turn an ordinary dinner into an occasion, which encourages seniors to eat more consistently and enjoy the process. This matters more than most realize. Appetite often declines with age, and finding foods that feel pleasurable and celebratory is key to staying nourished. The combination of protein, omega-3s, vitamin D, and selenium makes salmon one of the strongest shields against sarcopenia. Seniors who eat salmon 2 to 3 times a week aren't just protecting their muscles. They're protecting their mobility, their joints, and their independence. Every bite is a message to the body. Stay strong, stay balanced, stay free. Number 1. Soybeans, tofu, tempeh, and edamame. Forget sardines. If there's one food that truly deserves the crown for fighting sarcopenia, it's soy. For decades, soy has been misunderstood, pushed aside, or even feared because of myths about hormones. But the science is clear. Soybeans and their products are among the most effective foods for building and preserving muscle in seniors. Why? Because soy is one of the very few plant sources that delivers a complete protein, with all 9 essential amino acids in optimal balance. A single serving of tofu or tempeh can provide 20 grams of high-quality protein, rivaling chicken or beef, but without the saturated fats that strain aging hearts. What makes soy so unique is its synergy of protein and isoflavones. Isoflavones are plant compounds that act like gentle modulators in the body. They reduce inflammation, protect against oxidative stress, and even support bone density, which is often lost alongside muscle in seniors. Researchers from the University of Arkansas found that seniors who consumed soy protein daily experienced significantly better muscle protein synthesis compared to those who consumed whey protein alone. That means soy doesn't just keep pace with animal protein. In many cases, it surpasses it by helping aging muscles respond more effectively. But the benefits go deeper. Sarcopenia isn't just about muscle size. It's about strength, endurance, and independence. Soy protein is rich in leucine, the same trigger amino acid we saw in eggs and chicken. But in soy, leucine works in combination with arginine, another amino acid that improves blood flow to the muscles. Better circulation means more oxygen, more nutrients, and faster recovery after activity. For seniors, this translates into the ability to climb stairs without exhaustion, to garden for hours, or to carry groceries without fear of collapse. Soy also protects what doctors call the muscle-bone unit. Muscles and bones age together. When one weakens, the other follows. Isoflavones in soy mimic some of estrogen's protective effects, slowing bone loss in women after menopause. Stronger bones provide a better anchor for muscles, reducing fracture risk and creating a more stable foundation for movement. This is why populations in Asia, where soy is a dietary staple, show significantly lower rates of hip fractures and disability. Even well into their 80s and 90s, that the practical side is just as important. Soy is incredibly versatile. Tofu can be baked, grilled, or added to soups. Tempeh has a nutty flavor perfect for stir-fries. And edamame makes for an easy snack loaded with protein. Seniors who struggle with chewing tough meats find soy easy to eat and digest. Unlike expensive supplements, soy is affordable and widely available in most supermarkets. And because it can be prepared in countless ways, it avoids the monotony that often causes people to abandon healthy eating plans. There's also a psychological element. Choosing soy is choosing empowerment. It's not a pill, not a powder, not a fad. It's real food that connects to centuries of tradition, from Japanese miso soups to Chinese tofu dishes. Seniors who adopt soy into their weekly diet often feel not just stronger, but also more in control. Knowing they're embracing a food proven to extend health span and independence. At the end of the day, sarcopenia doesn't just steal muscle. It steals freedom. But soy gives it back. With every serving, you're not just eating, you're fighting back against frailty, falls, and dependence. For seniors over 60, soy is more than protein. It's protection. It's power. It's the #1 food to kill sarcopenia and keep you living strong.